Around 2 seconds over Denny Hamlin. Something to follow. Hamlin coming with it.
Let's watch these green flag stops as the 9 and the 11 pit from first and second. And remember, Chase Elliott had just worked through a bunch of lap traffic that Denny Hamlin was in the middle of working through. Both of these teams very happy with the Hamlin car. Denny Hamlin did say, I want a cold bottle of water. We talked about how his green system has been hot for much of the day. Meanwhile, Chase Elliott said, I like where the car is. No changes for the 9-team. Green flag stops underway. You see Hamlin is already done. Again, the 9 answer the bell. They hold the lead, but it looks like Hamlin gains a bit of ground here on pit road.
They do, but now where do they blend versus all the other cars that have pitted? The 48 of Bowman has pitted, not Bell. He's still on old tires. Let's see the 9 and the 11 onto the racetrack. We'll see where everybody else blends. There you go. Clean and green on the racetrack. 23 picks up the lead. Bubba Wallace is thinking, how about that rain? Let's get that rain on the racetrack. He probably's already seeing drops on the windshield. This is the strategy of the 43.
They're doing a dance down there on the 23 pit box. Wallace out in front of McDowell, Gregson, Chastain, Cindric. We talked about Bell. None of those drivers have pitted. James Smith, Brad Keselowski, Austin Dillon, Justin Haley. And here comes the 23. Bubba Wallace going to make his stop, 70 to go. He's heading your way, Danielle.
Bubba Wallace right now is happy with the car. 99 race winless streak since Bubba Wallace last won in the Nascar Cup Series. Right on the bubble to make the playoffs. He's been on the bubble more times in the next-gen era than any other driver, either in the 16th or 17th position. He's been on that bubble 22 times. Charleston Knight told me today they are making a push. He knows this is not Bubba's best track, but right now taking a gamble with that rain coming.
You can't make mistakes, and you saw it in our pylon speeding penalties for both Josh Berry and Joey Logano. Only had one speeding penalty here last year, but it's something that's been a theme over the years in Dover. We'll see if it gets anybody else. Gregson is now cycled to the race lead.
And that Ford Noah Gregson can run a long time. He's run 67 laps. I think he can run 35 more laps. So the rain could be the gamble of the year, or they might say, you know what, it's not here, we're losing too much time, we're having a good day, we're going to have to pit. Looks like he's running low down the straightaway. That tells me he's pitting. He kind of swerves low. Let's see what the Ford does. Yep, out of the gas. So the 4 will then pit. I think the race is between the 9 and the 11 at this point. We have a few other guys staying on the racetrack, but unless weather comes, this is between the 9 and the 11. Alan?
Yeah, we were wondering if we were going to see that gamble from Noah Gregson. He moved up from 36 all the way to a really good position. It was like one of the last cars out there. Decided not to make a gamble. They've been just too tight out there. One of his best finishes of the career was here last year, 6 days out and off for Noah Gregson.
Christopher Bell stays out, as does Austin Dillon and Justin Haley. Chase Elliott is now cycled up to 4th, but will be the race leader when everybody makes their stop.
And the 11 of Hamlin trying to run him down is stuck behind Ty Dillon again. Very vocal on the radio earlier about frustrated with the 10. I'm sure he's frustrated again. Let's take a look at a replay of the 48 of Bowman.
Yeah, Bowman in the 6 here, trying to go 3 wide, the 5 on the top of the racetrack. Bowman gets into the left rear of the 6, really close to getting into the left rear of the 5 car. All those guys trying to hustle around cars that are on older tires.
I see Hamlin up there. I see Larson up there. It was those two that really went at it late in the final stage a season ago, with Hamlin holding off the 5. Right now they're both chasing Chase Elliott as we continue to watch Denny Hamlin behind the 10 of Ty Dillon.
And that's just frustrating the 11 again, because he is trying to make something happen on these new tires. Now Ty Dillon is trying to get the John Hunter Nemechek for the in-season challenge. They are running 28th and 29th.
Caution is out.
This is a massive break for Christopher Bell.
Unbelievable call to run long. Remember, he spun leading, so he was out there on old tires. Just we were waiting for him to pit. Bell and Dillon had yet to pit. We'll see if this weather sinks in, but what a gamble for the 20.
Bell's led 63 laps today, but had to spin on the restart to begin the final stage. Fell back outside the top 20.
There you go, guys. You can see the rain.
We get some rain, and now he's in position to do some damage.
The other car 1 lap down. So NASCAR has rewound all of this to go back to a specific loop on the racetrack, Steve.
That's right. So when the caution comes out, it's very simply the last loop, that's where they're going to put you, and it's the first car 1 lap down at the instantaneous time of caution per the loops. So this is now the running order. The 24 will then get the free pass, which will put the 54 a lap down to the 20. So if the 20 doesn't pit, this is going to make a big difference to the entire running order.
And also big when you talk in-season challenge because, Gibbs gets the free pass and Reddick's trapped a lap down. Now all of a sudden you have these two drivers head-to-head on different laps. But as it stands now, they'll each be in the one lap down category.
They think the rain is past. They're going to take a left-hand turn. Let's see. Does Bill stay out? He hits. Does the 3 come with him in the distance? If we look off to the right, let's see, is the 3? Yeah, the 3 also comes. So there you go. They feel like the rain is behind. But this is still going to be a big break for the 20 because he's going to line up inside the top 10. There's only 7 cars on the lead lap. 6 without the wave around. Danielle.
Yeah, Steve, that was the plan for the 20 car. Adam Stevens said when the pits are open, we will pit. He said, I need to be freed up a little bit. That's all Christopher Bell said he needs. I think it's better to be lucky than good. Today, the 20 car, guys, I think has been a little bit of
I feel the
both.
sun shining now.
Daniel, there was a long debate on the 9 radio about whether or not to come down pit road, but with so few cars on the lead lap, Chase Elliott also said, I think the racetrack has changed a little bit, but I'm fine to do whatever you want to do to Alan Gustafson. So Alan Gustafson decides to make the call here. It's going to be right side tires only, but what do you think about this decision to kind of match tires a little bit with the 20 car, Steve?
So these cars pitted. That leaves the 11 of Denny Hamlin on the racetrack. He will end up being the leader. We're going to have a really messy lineup when we get back, but we're going to clear it up. Basically 6 cars on the lead lap, a whole bunch of wave arounds, a few lap down cars. All you need to know is there's 60 to go, and we'll have the rundown when you return.